Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sammy Ketchum, and welcome back to Sammy Ketchum TCG. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the stuff that I bought from the NAIC Pokémon Center pop-up shop. All right. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit about my day, show off some of the stuff I got with the competitors kit, because I'm actually playing tomorrow. I'm also going to be showing off some other things that I did, and just talk about my overall day so far. This is Thursday, coming in day 0 of NAIC, the International, national, I can't even say it. The North American International Championships. There we go. Can't even say it. All right. But without further ado, I'm going to, show off some of the things I got from the Pokémon Center. All right. So the first thing I want to show you guys. Oh my gosh. This bag. This bag is straight fire. I haven't even opened it yet. This bag is straight fire. Holy cow. Oh, it smells so good. Oh man, this bag is straight fire. It has the tags and everything on it. Oh man. Okay, it looks like the back. Let's see. The zipper on this side? Okay, these zippers are right here. Fresh, baby, fresh. Let's see, where's that other zipper? There's one right here, okay. This one, this compartment. Oh, that looks so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is fire. Probably the best bag I've got. Oh, this one right here. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sturdy. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Alright. There's that. Let's see. I also got a couple of hats. The Psyduck hat. Psyduck in North American International Championship hat. The blue version. Also got Ogerpon hat, Cornerstone Ogerpon. Heck yeah, to go with all my Cornerstone stuff. All the Cornerstone stuff I got with my competitors kit, and the other stuff I got from the Pokémon Center. Psyduck shirt. This is the reverse International Championships stuff with the Psyduck stuff. Great shirt. I've got this great Psyduck hoodie. Oh, this hoodie is fire, bro. I was just like, as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted it. I grabbed it. This hoodie, I think this is probably the best hoodie. I think this is the best hoodie by far. By far. Green Cornerstone shirt. I'll take them out and look at them. I might do that in a little bit. This is the decorated Oakland shirt. This thing is fire. I really like it. I'm wearing this tomorrow. All right. Let's see. North American International 2025 shirt. I got this one. All right. Quick note. I'm actually wearing last year's shirt, 2024, which I got in the Pokémon Center last year. So I had to get one this year. I also got a pen and the notepad. These are going to be especially good so that I can take notes and check my prizes during my match. That's very important. Also, you can just write anything in here, you know, it's a little notebook, journal, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's very, very cool. So I think that is all the stuff that I got from the Pokémon Center. Yeah, I want to show you guys what I got with the competitors kit, what everybody gets with the competitors kit if you're a competitor. All right, get this cool competitors mat. I love stuff like this. I still have mine from last year, my competitors mat from last year. I have my competitors mat, my deck box, and my sleeves, all from last year. I also have my competitor's hat also, which I wore today. So yeah, I am very proud to be playing, playing in, NAIC. That, what else we got? Where's it at? Deck box. Competitor's hat, fire. What else did I get? NAIC competitor's pin. That looks great. What else did I get? Oh, what did I do with them? Oh. Be right back. All right, we are back. The competitor sleeves. Now, I've already sleeved my deck up. I've already sleeved this up, so my deck is ready to go, but I am hesitant. I am very hesitant to just roll up with these sleeves and play with them in the event. Now, they don't shuffle too badly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still scared. My opponent, they're going to shuffle my deck. They're going to cut, do whatever. And they're not going to be so nice with my sleeves as I am. You know what I'm saying? So I may either put protective sleeves over these, like double sleeve these, put protective over sleeves over these, or I might sleeve them up. I might sleeve them up in these, and these would be a much safer option, rather than having them in here. I've got 2 boxes just in case something happens with these. I've got a backup set. You always want to get a backup set no matter what. I also have protective sleeves and backup protective sleeves just in case. So You know, either way that I want to go, I can go. But I got these today from the vendors on Thursday. Yes, the vendors were open. The vendors were open or are open on Thursdays. You just got to take a hike to get there. Oh man. But the vendors were all the way down at the end. The last elevator, you had to take the last elevator and go up to the second floor to get to the vendors. You know, but I would say my one gripe out of the whole day was walking across back and forth that whole outside floor, that whole floor, walking from the vendors all the way to the play lab, from the play lab to the play lab to Pokemon Center is not that far, but walking back and forth from one end to the other end it's pretty tough, especially if you don't have on good walking shoes or good shoes. It can really wear on your feet going back and forth. But let's see. Oh, I also set that to the side here. I also got a chance to go to the play lab. All right. And I got some cool stuff at the play lab. You know, with the play lab, you know, you go in to kind of teach you how to play, or you can play a game for a prize. You know, so I got, you know, this demo deck, which is really good. I think it's really good. You know, look, hey, it's a free demo deck. I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I can give it to somebody. I can keep it. You know, whatever. But I also got, no, that was from the Pokemon Center. Okay. This cloth, this Play Lab cloth for the video game. I got this because I do play the video game. I do play Scarlet and Violet, so I got this, you know, to wipe off my console or whatever when it gets dirty. But I got this for my Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch OLED, not Nintendo Switch 2. We don't have that yet. But I got this for my OLED. For the prize. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, here's the pin you get for playing. Here's the pin you get for playing, which is really, really cool. You know, so, you know, but I think that's about mostly everything that I pretty much got. But I do want to tell a little story of how all of this began. But like, this day was a roller coaster, and I'm surprised I got it all done within like 2.5, 3 hours. Okay, all right. So while I'm talking about my day, I'm going to open these up and kind of show you the full shirts. Okay, so you know, I fly in, get off my plane, and I get an Uber to the convention center because my room wasn't ready. You know, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm figuring my room isn't ready. My room isn't ready. They're not gonna let me in my room, so I'm just gonna take the bag that I have, and I'm gonna head straight down to the convention center, and I'm going to go to the Pokemon Center, right? So that's nice. Oh, I didn't notice that. Bro, look at that. It says New Orleans on the back. Bro, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This one doesn't say nothing on the back. This one has New Orleans on the back. I'm like, bro, let's get it. Let's get it. Bro, okay. Oh, okay. This was definitely a great buy. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, you know, I get to the venue and I'm like, okay, let's see what's happening with the Pokemon Center. I get to the Pokemon Center. There's nobody hanging around the Pokemon Center. There's no lines, there's no groups, there's no zigzag poles out there blocking people off. You know what I'm saying? There's just nothing, because like, I mean, of course it's not open yet. But wow, that really looks good. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. But you know, there's no line. So, but they don't open up till 12. And it's like 9:40, 9:50, 10 o'clock. So I'm just like, I've got 2 hours before this thing opens up. Okay, let me go ahead and get my swag. So I went and got my swag. Getting through the swag line was so easy. So easy. It was flawless, man. Flawless. Getting through that swag line was flawless. Flawless. Oh man, it was flawless. Like, I got through that line within like less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes, I had my badge. Not my badge, but my swag. You know, which I showed you guys earlier. And then, so I did that. I'm like, all right, I got my swag. Now what? So I needed something else to do, because I still had plenty of time before, you know, the Pokemon Center opened up. So I was like, you know what? Let me go do the Play Lab. I've never done the Play Lab, you know. I mean, even though, you know, like, look, I'm not a new player. I don't really need to do the Play Lab. But, you know, it's something to do. I want a cool pen. All right, so let's go do it. So I go do the Play Lab. Oh, this is fire. Oh, this is fire. Oh, this is fire. Fire! Oh, God. Yes! Okay. But, I went and did the Play Lab and, you know, met some people I didn't know and played against them. You know, but me and him were both, you know, competitors already. We both knew how to play the game. So we were basically just kind of playing for the packs. And I started doing really well with the little Pika deck that I had with the other side. He had the Charizard side. The shirt is fire. Shirt is fire. Yes. But I played against him and I lost against him, but I still got the pin, you know, so great sportsmanship. So I did that, and then I got out of there, and it still wasn't time to go to the Pokemon Center. You know what I'm saying? And I walk by the Pokemon Center. Again, there's no lines. There's nobody waiting in front. They're, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because I was here last year, and last year there were people lined up out the door trying to get into the Pokemon Center. Right. So, so I was like, so I still had time. So I was like, okay, let me go upstairs. I'm going to go upstairs and go see the vendors because I might get some extra sleeves just in case I don't feel like double sleeving my Ogre Punch sleeves. So I did, went up there, checked out a couple of shops. I didn't want Dragon Shield. I was like, I'll get anything but Dragon Shield. And I found these at a vendor. I think it was Catch 'em All Collectibles or whatever. And they had these Ultimate Guards or whatever. Was it Cortex or whatever? I don't know. But I got these. I was like, okay, look, they're not Dragon Shields. We'll get them. That's how that went. They're not Dragon Shields. We'll get them. You can take that to the bank. So did that. Came back downstairs. Walked all the way over there by the Pokemon Center entrance. Again, there's nobody in front. There's no crowds or nothing. But you know, the content creators had just finished, you know, doing their little thing in the Pokemon Center. You know, because they got their free access. You know, they had, you know, went in and came back, you know, and I, you know, saw the tail end of them, you know, coming out of the Pokemon Center and talking with everybody, you know, so that, you know, that was really cool. So I'm sitting, well, not sitting, I'm standing at a table right in front of the Pokemon Center, and, you know, I'm talking with a couple of people. I'm talking with this one girl and this one dude. Actually, they actually came on the plane with me. You know, they actually flew down with me. And, and you know, and the girl, she sat right, well, the girl, she sat right next to me. And, you know, but, to make a long story short, we started talking because we were all at the same table. They came and found me. They're like, hey, Sammy, what's up? You know, and the guy, you know, he was telling me, he was like, I was in line, you know, to go into the Pokemon Center, and, you know, they asked me, you know, if I was at such time and what time are you in for? And I said tomorrow or whatever. And then they kicked me out of the line and won't let me go back. And and I was like, oh, dang, bro, that's bad. I was just like, man, I was like, you should have said I was like, I told him you should have said that you were 12 o'clock. They probably would have believed you. He was like, no, I can't go back. If I go back, they'll notice me. And I was like, okay, you know, so, and I sat there, I told him, I was like, I'm going to go get in line, even though I have a Sunday registration. He was like, all right, good luck. So, you know, so I sat there and waited until maybe like 11:50, you know, and then I went and got in line. Got in the line, you know, and the people, they're asking, you know, they're asking people, like, hey, you know, 12 o'clock here, 12:15 here, or whatever. And, you know, people started to line up to get in line for the Pokemon Center. Now, mind you, this is the beginning of the line, the very beginning of the line. The first people to get into the Pokemon Center other than the creators. All right, so I jump in line. I'm right behind the staff. I'm right behind the staff. I'm chilling. I'm acting like I belong there. The lady asked me, am I here for the 12 o'clock? I'm like, yep, I'm 12 o'clock. I nodded my head, I'm 12 o'clock. Mind my own business, walked on forward. They ain't say a word. I get to the doors. You know, I'm close. I'm like, just play it cool, chill. I walk in, the little cute lady, she scans my barcode. And she was like, all right, you're in, go ahead. And I was just like, all right, went in, you know what I'm saying? I was like, chill, don't say nothing, chill, you're good, you're in, I'm in, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, goated, you know, so I rush in, but then the lady in the corner was like, bag check. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I got to get them to check my bag. But what they do is they literally going to take your bag and set it to the side along with everybody else's bags, because they don't want any bags in the Pokemon Center. All right, so they took my bag and they put my bags, because I had my swag too. They took my bags and they put a little tag on it. And you get a ticket, and on the ticket it has your number that is the same number that's on your tag. And you know, they set your bag to the side, and then they're like, all right, you're good to go. All right, but you know, I understand the reasoning behind this. I've worked in many retail stores, you know, and things like that. So, you know, when I tell you, people will steal like a mofo, especially if they got bags. Look, they are trying to prevent that with a passion. It's like, hey, no, look, no bags. We ain't trying to, you know, we're not gonna have anybody stealing up in here. We're not gonna be accusing anybody of stealing up in here. We're not even gonna have that problem. Okay, you know, just go in, be civilized, get the stuff you want to buy. You know what I'm saying? Chill and get out. You know what I'm saying? So I understand fully. But yeah, and honestly, it's a great thing. Yeah, please take my bag. I don't want to steal. I came here to spend a lot of money. And I did. So, you know, but all right. But I went in, and man, let me tell you, oh my God, there's no lines. I'm part of the first group to get into the Pokémon Center. Bro, that is lit. This never happens. I'm in the first group. So there's no lines. No lines at all. No waiting in a line for 2 hours just to get to another line. Man, I took off so fast. Went through the little freaking maze of gosh, what did they call those things? But I went through the maze. You know, everybody in the lot, everybody who was going through was zipping through the maze like I was. We were all zipping through the maze to get into the Pokemon Center. Oh man, it was so great, man. And then at the end, right at the end of the maze, the dude standing at the end of the maze is giving everybody high fives before they go into the Pokemon Center. I was like, high five, high five, high five. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving them high five, let's go. I'm walking, and man, I was just like, this was the fastest I've ever gotten into the Pokemon Center. Well, this is only my second time, but this is like the fastest I've ever gotten to anywhere like this. You know, under 5 minutes, under 5-10 minutes. Yep, under 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes. Bro, that is insane. So I get in, you know, pick up the stuff that I want, pick up the bag, pick up the hats. You know, I'm looking around, I'm seeing all this stuff. I'm like a kid in a candy store, but I came with a list, and there were things that I knew that I wanted. So I was like, let's just get the stuff that I want and not go crazy and not go trigger happy. You know what I'm saying? and just get the stuff on my list that I wanted, and then we're good. So I did just that. I picked up all the shirts that I had and everything I had on a list, but my list was in my bag. So I forgot to take out my list so I could basically check off the list as I go, but I had it in my head, and I was like, okay, it's this shirt. Okay, let's get this shirt. And then it's this shirt. Okay, let's get this one. And then it's this shirt. Okay, wait a minute. Let me look around. Where's this at? Let me go find this. Okay, it's the backpack. Get the backpack. All right. It's this. Let me get this. Okay. So yeah, man, that Pokemon Center is so nice. It's so nice. Oh man, I loved every minute of it. Got out of there and I'm just like, okay, now what? I got this big bag. I got this big bag full of stuff. I got this big bag full of stuff. I got my backpack. I got my swag, and I'm just like, now what? So yeah. Oh man, already my day is like freaking even more amazing than what last year was. So much more amazing than what last year was. I had a blast even on day 0. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's more to come. Later on today, I'm going to be doing some play testing with friends and things like that. So, and then I'm going to be getting ready for tomorrow. Oh, other than that, guys, that is the video. It's a very long video. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, make sure you take care of yourself and each other. Thank you.